Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are diving headfirst into Exodus chapter 25.
Yes.
This isn't just story. This chapter lays out, well, a remarkably detailed blueprint.
It really does. It's like a divine architectural plan for something absolutely central to their worship.
Exactly. It kind of shifts gears, doesn't it, from the big Exodus story?
Right, down to the really granular level. Design, materials.
Super specific.
It's all about building this particular structure and, its key furnishings, down to the smallest detail, really.
Yeah, we're basically given the shopping list, the dimensions, the whole how-to for creating this sacred space. So let's maybe unpack this.
Okay.
So the chapter opens, it's a direct instruction from the Lord to Moses, asking the Israelites for an offering.
But there's a really crucial condition there, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's not like a tax or something everyone has to give. The instruction is specific. Receive it from anyone whose heart prompts them to give.
Ah, okay. So completely voluntary.
Driven purely by willingness.
Yeah.
This giving, it's meant to come from the heart.
And the list of what they're asked to give, it's pretty extensive. How specific?
Oh, definitely. It covers a huge range. You got your precious metals, first gold, silver, bronze.
The big three.
Yeah. Then textiles, blue, purple, scarlet yarn,
Beautiful colors.
and fine linen, even goat hair. So a mix of, luxury and perhaps more everyday materials.
And animal skins too, right? Ram skins dyed red,
And hides of sea cows.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. Plus acacia wood.
which we'll see pop up again.
Definitely. And olive oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and the incense.
And even gemstones, onyx stones, other gems. And it mentions there for the ephod and breastpiece.
Exactly, yeah. Which connects directly to the high priest's garments.
Yeah.
So you see the link forming between this sacred space and the people who will serve in it.
So all these different things willingly offered,
All coming together for one really profound purpose.
which is stated very clearly, make a sanctuary for me.
Right? And followed immediately by the reason, and I will dwell among them.
So it's not just a meeting tent.
No, not at all. Or like a storage box.
Yeah.
It's conceived as a dwelling place. A tangible point where the divine presence is.
Yeah.
Right there within the community.
Which makes the next part absolutely critical, I think. This dwelling place, it's not left up to, human imagination or design preferences.
No, definitely not. There's a really strong emphasis on following a precise pattern.
Moses is told, like, point blank, make this tabernacle and all its furnishings exactly like the pattern I will show you.
On the mountain, yeah. It's not a suggestion.
No.
It's a command. Exact replication of a divine design. It
Right.
just highlights the intentionality behind every single element.
Okay, so they've got the materials from the willing givers, they know the purpose of a dwelling place, and they have this strict mandate for precision. Then the chapter dives into the specifics of the furniture, starting with, arguably, the most significant piece, the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes. Often seen as sort of the symbolic throne or maybe the footstool of God. And its construction is incredibly detailed.
Acacia wood again.
Right, that durable desert wood. Makes sense for where they were.
And the dimensions are given 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 wide, 1.5 high. What's a cubit, roughly? Elbow to fingertip?
Something like that, yeah. About 18 inches, maybe a bit more. So we're talking, what, just under 4 feet long.
By about 2.25 feet wide and high. So a substantial chest, but still portable.
Exactly. And overlaid with pure gold.
Inside and out.
Both, inside and out. Plus a gold molding around the top. And 4 gold rings at its corners, or feet.
Yeah.
2 on each side.
And those rings aren't just decoration, right? They're for poles.
Yes, carrying poles. Also acacia wood, also overlaid with gold.
And here's that interesting detail. The poles have to stay in the rings. They're not supposed to be taken out.
Yeah, that little instruction speaks volumes, doesn't it?
How so?
It just emphasizes that the ark and, by extension, the divine presence it represents, is always ready to move with the people.
Right. It's not tied down yet.
Exactly. It's not meant to be stationary until they eventually reach a permanent home,
Yeah.
much later.
Okay. And what goes inside this golden box? The testimony.
The testimony, yes.
Yeah.
Which specifically means the stone tablets.
Yeah.
The ones with the 10 Commandments.
The core of the covenant law.
The absolute foundation of their relationship with God right there in the ark.
Okay. Then, placed directly on top of the ark, the atonement cover. Or mercy seat.
Yes, often translated as mercy seat, made of pure gold.
And it matches the ark's top dimensions.
Exactly. 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 wide.
And this is where the craftsmanship gets even more intricate. 2 cherubim.
Made of hammered gold, one at each end.
And the text makes a point that they're made of one piece with the cover itself.
Yes. Imagine hammering, maybe 75 pounds of gold, a talent, into this single unified piece, the cover with these complex figures attached. That takes incredible skill.
Wow. And the cherubim, how are they positioned?
Their wings are spread upward, sort of overshadowing the cover, and they face each other, but they're looking down towards the cover.
And the significance of that spot, it's huge, right?
Yeah. Immense. That specific spot above the cover, between the 2 cherubim, that's designated as the place where God will meet with Moses.
And give commands for the Israelites.
Exactly. It becomes the absolute focal point for divine communication, and later for atonement. The cherubim, you often see them in ancient Near Eastern art as like guardians or throne bearers.
Right.
Here they frame that space of direct interface between God and humanity through Moses.
Okay, moving outwards slightly, we have the table. Also acacia wood.
Acacia wood again. Dimensions slightly different. 2 cubits long, 1 cubit wide, 1.5 high.
And like the ark overlaid with pure gold.
Yes, pure gold. Gold molding. It also has this rim described as a handbreadth wide.
Like 4 inches, maybe?
Around that, yeah. With a gold molding on the rim.
Yeah.
Maybe to keep things from falling off.
Practical detail.
Could be. And again, mirroring the ark's design for portability.
Let me guess, gold rings and poles.
4 gold rings at the corners for gold overlaid acacia poles.
Yep. And this table isn't empty. It has its own gear. Plates, dishes.
Pitchers, bowls, all pure gold for offerings.
And its main content, the bread of the presence.
Yes, to be kept before God at all times.
What's the significance there?
Well, it seems to connect the community's daily life. There's sustenance represented by bread directly with the sacred space. A constant reminder, perhaps, of their relationship and reliance on God.
Makes sense. Okay, finally, the lampstand. The menorah.
Ah, yes. And this piece is unique in its construction.
How so?
Unlike the ark and table, which were wood overlaid with gold, the lampstand is pure gold, hammered, out of a single piece.
A single block of gold.
Oh, it really highlights its preciousness and the skill involved, maybe even more than the atonement cover.
And it's got this whole structure. Base, shaft, branches.
Decorative bits. Flower-shaped cups, buds, blossoms,
Yeah.
all hammered out as part of this one solid gold piece.
It sounds very organic, almost like a plant.
It does. 6 branches extending from the main shaft, 3 on each side.
Okay.
Each of those 6 branches has 3 cups, shaped like almond flowers with buds and blossoms. But the main shaft itself has 4 such cups.
4. Okay, interesting distinction.
And the buds are placed really specifically under each pair of branches. It's incredibly detailed, this botanical design in solid metal.
And the amount of gold.
A whole talent of pure gold specified. For the lampstand and its accessories, the lamps themselves, wick trimmers, trays.
So another 75 pounds or so of gold?
Roughly, yeah. A huge investment of wealth, all from those voluntary community offerings.
And its function is pretty straightforward, right? Light?
Essentially, yes. Its 7 lamps are set up to light this space directly in front of it within the sanctuary.
And again, that command.
Right at the end of the lampstand description, it's reiterated. See that you make them according to the pattern shown you on the mountain.
No deviation allowed.
Seems that way. It's not just about looks. It's function, symbolism, and absolute precision according to the revealed design.
So when you look at all these instructions together, the specific materials, the exact measurements, how they're made, what they hold, what they do, it's clearly not, a casual project.
Yeah. Not even slightly. Every single detail feels intentional. There's this fascinating contrast, isn't there, between the temporary nature of a portable tent in the desert.
Right, they're still wandering.
And the immense effort, the sheer wealth, the divine precision poured into its furnishings. It just underlines the extraordinary importance placed on creating the specific space for that divine presence to, quote, dwell among the people.
So thinking about all that, the voluntary giving, the richness of the gold, the exact shapes, the measurements, the purpose of each item in this movable sanctuary, what does this level of detailed instruction really tell us about, the nature of this command, the relationship being set up?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? It really makes you wonder, why such meticulous detail for what is essentially a temporary structure in the middle of nowhere? What does this divine blueprint suggest about the nature of the God being described here? And what does it ask of the community, the people who have to actually build this thing from their own offerings and labor? It certainly gives you a lot to think about regarding how the divine, the human, and even the material world intersect.
Absolutely. It's just one chapter, but wow, so much packed in there to chew on.